Regular commentator Ashley Morrison. Well, he can't be with us today. He's in Auckland commentating on the FIH Pro League match between New Zealand and Australia. So I, Michael Holland, will be stepping in, and I'm very much looking forward to sharing all the action with you. Well, it really is all set up for a cracking day of hockey. It doesn't get much better than this. 2 games from arguably the best league in Australia, and we're all looking forward to getting the action underway. Well, we will shortly, beginning with the Women's Premier 1, which starts at 2:30. Then it'll be the turn of the men with the action getting underway at 4:30. Of course, it is Anzac Day, and everyone here at the Perth Hockey Stadium, and indeed everyone tuning into this live stream, will get another chance to remember and honour the fallen during the ceremony, which will take place after the conclusion of the women's match and before the men get underway. So not far away from the action now here at the Perth Hockey Stadium. And in the lead up to today's action, we caught up with Vic Park captain Rachel Frusher, who told us they are keen to make up for the disappointment of missing out on last year's finals.
Well, Rachel, obviously last year must have been a bit of a disappointment that the club didn't manage to force its way into the finals. I presume this year the focus is very much on getting there.
Yeah, definitely. We had a bit of a mid-season slump last year, which in the end had a big influence on our end of season, and unfortunately we didn't make the finals. So yeah, we've had a hard pre-season, but definitely looking forward to stepping on the pitch very soon.
Have you got some new players, or is it a case of relying on the young players that you seem to be producing at the club?
We do have a very big reliance on our young players, and especially the few players coming up from juniors. We are really looking forward to seeing their progress, but also a couple of players coming back this year, such as Carrie Somerville. So she's just been out with her ACL, and hopefully she'll be back, maybe not the first round, but maybe a few games into the season.
The women's competition is very, very tight. I mean, it's sometimes very hard to choose who's going to come out on top. Do you believe that is this to be the case, and so you do have a really strong chance?
I think that we do this year, especially hopefully towards the end of the season, getting our Aussies back after their big pro league. We might be able to step out there, but we have such a strong base core players, and I think that this year we can really turn the tables, especially from last year.
Now, obviously, we have the Anzac Day game, which you have every year against Wasps, and the ladies' match only started in 2013. How does it feel to be part of such a game, a fixture that obviously has such an importance on such a day of Australia's history?
Well, personally, I feel very honoured to take part in that game, and I know the girls really look forward to going out and representing the club, but also representing the people that did fight on that really hard day, especially going against a club such as Wasps, who really make sure it's a strong battle on the field as well. So it's a really exciting game to start off our season with.
Is it a different fixture? Because obviously your preparation gets thrown a little bit because of the events of the day. So is it difficult to get focused as opposed to a normal match?
It is at times, especially surrounding the whole day. There are things that you do in the morning and things that people do throughout the day. But at the end of the day, I think we're all such a strong, competitive bunch of girls that it's a game that we want to play, we want to win. So we go out there fighting hard.
Well, Rachel, thanks very much for your time and all the best for the season ahead.
Thanks very much.
Well, taking a look at the starting lineups then for both Vic Park and Wasps. Well, of course, both sides are missing their Hockey-Roo stars. For Vic Park, no Jane Claxton, Rachel Lynch, Georgia Wilson or Carrie McMahon. Also for Vic Park, no Carrie Somerville. She's had an ACL injury and is closing in on a return to action, but this afternoon's game does come too soon. Key players to look out for Vic Park: Emma Reid, Danielle Bestall, also the captain who we've just heard from, Rachel Frusher, Harriet Collins, also a rock at the back for Vic Park, and Rennie Rockcliffe, another one to look out for. Well, as far as Wasps are concerned, just Colondi Comerford is the Hockey-Roo that is missing out for Wasps this afternoon. Players to look out for: the goalkeeper and the captain, of course, Elizabeth Dogood, Erin Flynn, Catherine Slattery, of course, an ex-Hockey-Roo, and the player coach Kyra Flynn. Annie Basuko, the number 30, of course, will be one to keep an eye on as well. So the action then not too far away, and it is the first game of the Premier 1 winter season for both of these sides. So both will be keen to get off to a good start here this afternoon. That goes without saying. If you can cast your mind back 12 months, well, Wasps won this fixture 1-0. It was a low-scoring affair, with Steph Kershaw getting the only goal very early on in the game. But unfortunately, there'll be no Steph this year, and she's currently recovering from an ACL injury. So everyone wishes her all the best with her rehabilitation. So both sides have just gone through their final warm-ups, and we'll be going through the final words of wisdom from the coaches. Chris Taylor, of course, for Vic Park, and Kyra Flynn, as we've mentioned already, is the player coach for Wasps. Just to mention the umpires this afternoon, we'll have Sarah Allenson and John Carroll. And like I say, it is a beautiful afternoon here at Curtin University for this historic Anzac Day fixture. Of course, Anzac Day is one of Australia's most important national occasions, and it really is a privilege to be part of it today. It marks the anniversary of the first major military action fought by Australian and New Zealand forces during the First World War. Just to give you a bit more history about the trophy that we're playing for today. This fixture began in April 2012 for the men. The ladies' event started in 2013, but in 2012, Mr. Peter Sarr of the Vic Park Panthers approached the Royal Australian Artillery Historical Society of WA, requesting a donation of an artefact of World War I significance, which could be mounted to serve as a perpetual trophy for the event. Well, the 18-pounder cartridge case was donated. That was struck in 1916, and this now forms the centrepiece of a magnificent trophy reclaimed from the old East Fremantle Football Club rooms. Well, the Society's donation was warmly received by both clubs, and advertising material for both the Tunnels and Project 2013 were on prominent display throughout the event. So closing in on the start of the action here, and we should be in for two cracking games of hockey. As I say, the women's will be getting underway very shortly indeed at 2:30. 4 quarters of 15 minutes. Well, taking a look back to the first game that was played in the Anzac clash between the two sides, Wasps proved to have a sting in their tail after half-time, going on to secure a 4-2 victory and claim the debut trophy. Well, Phil Rowson, representing the Historical Society, attended to award the trophy to Wasps captain Jamie Walsh. WAHA board president Peter Churak made the presentation to most valuable player Kyle Brown of Wasps. The MVP trophy is a replica Pattern 3 Rising Sun collar badge as worn by the Anzac troops in 1915. The badge was mounted on printed card with a short description of its significance. So both teams just out on the sidelines now will be walking out into the middle of the pitch. Like I say, the men's competition has been underway for a few rounds now, but this is the first game of the season for both of these sides. So important to get underway in a positive manner. And as Rachel Frusher touched on before the game, in that interview that you heard earlier, well, Vic Park will be looking to make up for the disappointment of last season and missing out on the finals. As the wind just getting up a bit here at the Perth Hockey Stadium. And a mid-season slump, if you like, was to blame for not making the finals. We'll be keen to put that right this season. So just going through the last pep talks down on the sidelines. Might be just a little bit late getting underway. Like I say, don't forget we will have the Anzac Day ceremony straight after this game, as our umpires Sarah Allenson and John Carroll lead both sides out to the centre of the pitch. And with it being Anzac Day and of course a public holiday, I've got a fair few spectators who have come down to enjoy the sunshine and enjoy, hopefully, 2 cracking hockey matches. So the 2 sides shaking hands, and both teams seem really up for this. It's an exciting first game of the season for them. And again, just going through the final team talks, as Elizabeth Dogood, the captain for Wasps, 1 or 2 last minute words of wisdom, and the same can be said in the camp of Victoria Park, with Rachel Frusher having her girls in a huddle. So Wasps, in their familiar colours, will be playing from right to left. Vic Park all in black from left to right, and it will be Wasps who get the game underway. Play back to Kyra Flynn. But it's Vic Park who have possession down the left-hand side. So with Michelle Harvey, tries to go towards the circle. Will be a free hit the way of Wasps. So as in any match, the opening exchange is crucial. To the left-hand side with Ash Barbetti. Goes over the side. Will be Barbetti to play it in. Well cut out there. Could be an early opportunity here to drive towards the circle. Play back to Abby Taylor. It was well dealt with by the Wasp defence, and it will be a free hit and just a chance to take the pressure off there. Played forward, but it just skips through there. Will go over the side. So a chance for Wasps to get in Vic Park territory here. Will be with Ella Munro. Self passes. Comes back to Ash Barbetti. Patient build up from the back here. But the skips off the stick there and over the side. So Vic Park elect to go back. Hit forward towards halfway. Will be a free hit though. The way of Wasps. It's played by Ash Barbetti. It's with Kyra Flynn. Kimberly Young over on the left-hand side for Vic Park, trying to make headway down that left-hand side. Goes back to Abby Taylor. Good play though by Erin Flynn to win possession back for Wasps. And it's Catherine Slattery driving towards the circle. Gets the free hit, it's taken quickly. Into the circle it goes. Just wide. Will be a long corner. In fact, it will be a 16 for Vic Park. With Abby Taylor. It'll be a free hit the way of Wasps. Catherine Slattery will take. Comes back to Ella Munro, but that goes all the way through. It's miscontrol. And it is going to be a long corner now for Vic Park. As Nalda passes into the circle it goes. Be another long corner. So the pressure on Wasps here. Ellie Nalda again plays back this time to Jamie Thomas. Sarah Paul just in possession for Wasps. Goes over the side into Annie Busico. Back to Paul. It's a bit of a tussle over there on the far side. Wasps will come away with it. Possession given away again. Vic Park back on the attack over on the right hand side now with Ellie Nalda. Trying to get towards the edge of the D. Gets the free hit. Which Nalda will take. Looking for options. Self passes in the end. Tries to make her way down the right hand side. Good covering defence there by Wasps. Goes over the side. Will be played in by Ella Munro. So a bit of a cagey start in the opening quarter here. 5 minutes gone. As Munro just can't control it, goes over the side again. And we've seen just a couple of little slips in the early part of this first quarter. Free hits goes the way. Slattery self passes, and could be a chance now here for Wasps to get forward. But Chinani was just held up. Get the free hit again, do Wasps. Slattery will take down this left hand side. Is there a chance here for Wasps to get some pressure on the Vic Park goal? It's back to Ella Munro again, seeing plenty of the action in this opening quarter. Comes back to Annie Busico, drills it towards the edge of the circle. But the free hit goes the way of Vic Park. Long ball played forward here now, and a real opportunity for Vic Park. So with Emma Reid, doesn't quite make it count, couldn't quite get away, gets the free hit though, and then a sloppy pass out towards the right hand side, and that's really an opportunity that's gone begging for Vic Park. As Emma Reid was clean through, but just couldn't quite control it. That allowed Wasps to get back and defend. They did get the free hit, of course, Vic Park, but couldn't make the most of it. So a real let-off there for Wasps, and probably the first real chance of this first quarter, as it's still goalless. Vic Park come again. Driven towards the circle, but it's cleared by Kyra Flynn. Out to the right-hand side now with Keely Heberton. Turns well, surrounded by Vic Park players. She does get the free hit. Interchange made for Wasps as Paris McGutkin comes onto the field. Free hit the way of Vic Park, who've done most of the pressing in this opening quarter. Halfway through it. Cut out there by Wasps with Erin Flynn down the right hand side to Keely Heberton. Does go over the side. With Catherine Slattery, it's the circle it goes. It's a real scramble, and they do get the penalty corner, do Wasps. Bit of a scramble in the circle there. And one of the Wasps' Vic Park players just been ordered to get a mouth guard there. And the first opportunity here, the first penalty corner of the game going the way of Wasps. And it will be Catherine Slattery, the number 8, to go over and inject. Just looking towards the edge of the circle. Likes of Kyra Flynn, Erin Flynn, 2 sisters there together. Slattery gets ready to inject. Here it comes. And it's going to be taken again. So, second time, Slattery injects him. It's swept in, and it takes a deflection and wide. So it will be a 16, which Vic Park take quickly. Goes over the side. With the captain here, Rachel Frusher. Looking up, tries to hit it long. Certainly excellent block there by Nikita Harmon. Number 6-4, Wasps. That's Frusher. Frusher lifts it long. It's dealt with though by Ash Barbetti. Into the circle, it's off the post. Scramble, but Wasps managed to get it clear. Anywhere will do at that point. That's the closest we've come to breaking the deadlock. It's Vic Park, come again. Abby Taylor. But Wasps getting bodies in there to deal with the danger. Opportunity now here for Wasps to raid forward with Kyra Flynn. Got options, going alone into the circle. But Vic Park again deal well with the danger. Have an opportunity to break themselves. So with Michelle Harvey down the left-hand side, getting towards the baseline. And they've got the penalty corner. So the first penalty corner for Vic Park and their first opportunity. Certainly a good counter-attack by Vic Park. So it will be Emma Reid to go down to the baseline to inject. And on the edge of the circle, Danielle Bestall is there. Looks as though she may be doing the stopping. Exactly what happens. Swept in, it's a good save. Could be a second opportunity here. The far post, again, excellent defending by Wasps, putting their bodies on the line. The danger hasn't passed yet. As it will be a long corner for Vic Park, continuing to put the pressure on. Rachel Frusher flicks it into the circle. It's going to be another penalty corner. So 0 from 2 penalty corners wise so far for Vic Park. And again, it will be Emma Reid to go over to inject. Shot in again, and it's found the back of the net, and they've taken the lead. Have Vic Park with Rachel Frusher getting the goal. Well worked penalty corner, swept home, and you have to say it has been coming. Vic Park have been applying most of the pressure in this first quarter and have got the reward. Can Wasps hit back immediately? Played forward towards the edge of the circle, goes into the D. Excellent play by Jamie Thomas there to get it away. But Wasps have another chance here. So Ella Munro working hard down that right-hand side. Free hit goes the way of Vic Park, who lead by a goal to 0. Got the breakthrough through Rachel Frusher, sweeping home the penalty corner. So Wasps will be keen to get back into this game as soon as they can, and it's excellent work here by Slattery. Eventually crowded out, but does get the free hit. Slattery will self-pass. Into the circle it goes, back with Slattery. Turns into the circle. And it will be penalty corner for Wasps. Their second penalty corner. Well, third if you include the retake. So an opportunity here then for Wasps to get back on level terms. 2.5 minutes of the first quarter to play. It will be Slattery to inject. It's drilled in towards the goal, scramble, plenty of bodies in there. Vic Park get it away. Be a long corner. As Wasps in a hurry to get on with things here. Get the free hit there. It's Cara Flynn. Goes to ground. Self passes. Cara Flynn. Good skills into the circle. The free hit goes the way of Vic Park. So good response from Wasps since going a goal behind. Still plenty of time to go in this one, of course. Abby Taylor down the right here. Gets the free hit, self-passes. Nice skills. Eventually crowded out. Gets the free hit again, though. Abby Taylor. Self-passes again. They have too many options there. So Ellie Nalda does well to skip down the right-hand side. As Annie Basico comes over to snuff out the danger there, but Vic Park back on the attack. Just strikes the foot there, so will be free hit for Wasps. Basico will take. Self-passes. And Wasps will build out from the back once again as we close in on the end of the first quarter. Just 40 seconds left to go. And if you're just joining us, Vic Park are leading by a goal to 0. Penalty corner stuck away by Rachel Frusher. So the clock ticking here. Wasps going to have to move quickly if they are to get one last chance before the quarter is up. It is with Sarah Paul, who lifts it long. Well dealt with at the back again. That is the end of the first quarter. And it's Vic Park who shade it. It was captain Rachel Frusher to get the goal. So at the end of the first quarter, it's Vic Park 1, Wasps 0. Welcome back to the Perth Hockey Stadium, and the second quarter just about to get underway. And it is Vic Park who lead by a 1-0, with the captain Rachel Frusher getting the goal. And Wasps will be keen to get back into this game. First game of the season for both sides. It's out on the right-hand side with Harriet Collins. Goes over the side. So Abby Taylor will play it back in. Switch play over to the left-hand side, Vic Park. Quite control, so the free hit goes the way of Wasps. Can take encouragement by the way they responded to going a goal behind. It's with Barbetti to Monroe. Monroe again. Good play though by Danielle Bestall to win it back for Vic Park. Could be a chance here down the left-hand side to break. It's with Emma Reid. That's Frusher. Almost intercepted. Vic Park lucky to get away with that one. Good mopping up at the back from Jamie Thomas. Have a player down for Wasps. Alyssa Luff. Play does go on. So Vic Park into the circle, could be an opportunity, and it just goes across the face. And it's going to be a penalty corner for Vic Park. Got a chance to double their lead, as Luff is just hobbling over to the sidelines. Bit of a concern for Wasps. As Reid goes over to the baseline to inject again. So we have been seeing Bestall stopping for Frusher. That was what led to the first goal, or the only goal for Vic Park. Let's see if the same happens again. Frusher, and it's cleared on the line. This time it's a scramble. And they managed to get it away. Wasps could be another opportunity on the reverse stick, but it's high and over. So good defending by Wasps. Good goalkeeping by Elizabeth Dogood. It was an anxious moment for Wasps there. They managed to get it away. Comes all the way through to Hannah Graham. Tries to turn away. Does fall to Laura Chinani. It's just going to run out though before Chinani can keep it in. Played in from the side by Abby Taylor. Bit of a sloppy pass out from the back, and now an opportunity for Wasps through Erin Flynn. Into the circle it goes, but nobody there. Back to Flynn, but she can't control, and Vic Park allowed to bring it away again with Keely McCauley. Chance for Vic Park here to break. They can play it through. An opportunity here for Vic Park to double the lead. And it's just wide. The chance goes begging. Really opened up at the back there. Just couldn't apply the finish. And Wasps lucky to still just be a goal behind, as that's played forward long towards Chinani. Goes behind. Will be a long corner. Slattery will take down into this left-hand side. Chinani again. Play it in from the side. To Slattery. Vic Park dealing with the danger. We'll come back to Ella Munro. Just make its way through towards the edge of the circle. But Vic Park get the free hit there. Hannah Nalda. Another free hit. Out to this right-hand side. So with Ellie Nalda. Hits it long. Well cut out at the back by Ashbar Betty. Munro again, it's playing from the side, self passes. So just the one goal separating these two sides here at the Perth Hockey Stadium on Anzac Day. And Wasps desperately trying to draw level, but it's Frusher who brings it away. But Emma Reid just can't control, but she does well to get it back and plays it out to the right-hand side. It's with Michelle Harvey now. Cuts inside, well mopped up by Wasps. They get it over the side again, anywhere will do. Monroe plays it in from the side into Chinani. Get the free hit onto Slattery, plays it out over to the right-hand side now to Heberton. Stopped in the tracks though. Does get the free hit. Play switched over to the left-hand side now for Ella Munro. Back to the right. It's with Slattery, seen plenty of the action, the number 8. It's to the baseline, it's cut back. Frusher, the skipper, will deal with it though. Plays it out to the left-hand side. But Wasp get it back and they get the free hit. So a chance to put some pressure on here. Get the ball into the circle. Opportunity drilled across. Keeper deals with it, it's a chance, and it's scrambled clear. There's going to be penalty corner. Bit of a let-off for Vic Park. The umpire, Sarah Allenson, was right on top of it. So penalty corner for Wasps. And again, Slattery will go to the baseline to inject. Erin Flynn potentially doing the stopping. Kyra Flynn. is looming as well. As it comes in, and it's blocked. It will be a free hit for Vic Park, who tried to clear quickly and do manage to wrestle possession back, then give it away. As Wasps really pressing here, midway through the second quarter, but unable to get a goal back. It's still Vic Park who lead by a goal to nil. And captain Rachel Frusher getting the goal from the penalty corner. We played in over on the far side. It's hit long and hopeful. As Wasps make their way forward. A couple of interchanges from the side, and pleased to say that Melissa Luff is okay. She did go down about 5 minutes ago, hobbled off, but she's back on the field. Looks to be walking okay. Wasps make their way down over on the far side. Will be played back in from the side by Mackenzie Palmer. Trying to find Slattery. Just cut out. So Wasps penning themselves deep in Vic Park territory here. Slattery self passes. Doesn't go anywhere though. So Vic Park can bring it away. Just come back to Kyra Flynn. Tries to skip down the right hand side. Goes over the side. Wasps will build up again. It's over with Sarah Paul, just on halfway. Nicely flicked through there by Kyra Flynn. Just didn't quite come off as Vic Park bring it away. So Harriet Collins just can't control. Good defence. Six minutes left to go of this second quarter. It's still Vic Park that lead by a goal to nil. It's with Slattery. But Hannah Nalda over there just to mop up the danger. Having some defending to do here. Vic Park conceded the free hit. Wasps keen to get on with things again. Is with Kyra Flynn. To Paris McGutkin on this left-hand side. It's with Luff into the circle, looking for the penalty corner, and she's got it. It's a good play by Luff there, twisting and turning in the circle, getting the free hit on the penalty corner. So another opportunity here for Wasps. Their first share of penalty corners. Haven't managed to make one count just yet. Can they here? And Slattery goes over to inject again. 5 minutes remaining of the second quarter. Swept in and blocked by Kyra Flynn. So it will be a long corner. Kyra Flynn plays it over to the right hand side. They can't make that opportunity count. So it will be a 16 for Vic Park, who lead by a goal to nil. And here is the goal scorer, Frusher. Down to Abby Taylor. Does well to skip inside Abby Taylor. Plays it on to Danielle Bestall down the left-hand side, but Michelle Harvey can't keep it in. So it's back with Wasps. Vic Park have it through Harriet Collins down on this right-hand side. Defending by Annie Basico. Will be played in from the side. Ellie Nalda. Basico on hand. They can't prevent that going out for a long corner. So Vic Park now having a bit of pressure with 4 minutes remaining of this second quarter. It is with Abby Taylor. Comes back to the skipper, Frusher. Jamie Thomas out to the left-hand side. Good play by Hannah Nalda. Gets the free hit. So Wasps with some defending to do here. To the baseline. Reverse stick played into the circle, but Wasps get it away. It's with Luff. Doesn't have a great deal of support. Wasps just being penned in to their own half here. Played along the back. Vic Park really applying the pressure, closing down quickly. Good play by Keely Heberton there. On to Luff. Gets the free hit. Luff self-passes. With Kyra Flynn. On to Luff, turns well. Plays it forward, can't find Slattery. They do have it back. It's with Ella Munro down the right-hand side here for Wasps. As we're closing in on half-time, 2.5 minutes left to go. Would be a good time for Wasps to get back into this if they can. Only 1-0. So Slattery, self-passes into Luff. It's brought away by Frusher, the goal scorer. Wasps with Monroe out to the right-hand side to Luff. As well into the circle. Goes wide, will be a long corner for Wasps, which Kyra Flynn will take. Self-passes. Slattery on the edge of the circle. Vic Park do well to clear. Good play by Bestel. But Wasps have it back with Kyra Flynn. Seen plenty of the action in this opening half. Certainly Wasps plugging away here, trying to find a way desperately back into this game. Barbetti out to the right-hand side to Ella Munro. Well intercepted there by Daniel Bestel. Maybe a chance now for Vic Park to break with Bestel down the left-hand side. Goes over the side. Bestel plays it down the left-hand side. But it comes to nothing, and it will be a 16 for Wasps. Clock ticking on the end of the second quarter to take us to half-time. 30 seconds left to go. And just to thank our sponsors for making this live stream possible this afternoon. Osdrill, Tiger Turf, Danks Furniture, Kookaburra and Fortesque, the new force in iron ore. So they've made this live stream possible this afternoon. So thanks to them. As Vic Park push forward looking for a second just before half-time. And on the reverse stick, it's crashed into a teammate there. Everyone's okay. But that is half-time, and it is Vic Park who still lead by a 1-0. Goal scored by Rachel Frusher, the Vic Park captain, in the first quarter. Do join us in plenty of time for the second half. For the latest score at the Perth Hockey Stadium, it is Vic Park 1, Wasp 0. Welcome back to the Perth Hockey Stadium here at Curtin University on a beautiful autumn afternoon. And it is Vic Park who are shading this one, leading by a 1-0. Goal by skipper Rachel Frusher, scored in the first quarter. And we had a close encounter 12 months ago, and it looks as though we're in for another one. Of course, it was Wasps who came out 1-0 victors on that occasion. This time it's Vic Park who are edging this Women's Premier 1 encounter. Just like to thank the sponsors again for making this live stream possible this afternoon. I'd like to make an apology as well. It is Fortescue, the new force in iron ore, Osdrill, Tiger Turf, Danks Furniture and Kookaburra. So it's now Vic Park playing from right to left. Down the left-hand side here with Collins into Frusher. Play by Bestel, back to Frusher. Plays it out towards the left-hand side. Harriet Collins can't quite keep that in. With Frusher. Nice play by Bestel to get it out to the right-hand side. It's with Abby Taylor. Goes long. Straight out though. So it will be a 16 for Wasps. Forced to go back as Vic Park trying to pen them in here. Could be an early opportunity. And they've got the penalty corner. Good play by Kimberly Young. So an early opportunity in the third quarter for Vic Park to extend their 1-0 lead. As usual, it will be Emma Reid to go down to the baseline to inject. As we've seen with all the penalty corners so far, it has been Harvey doing the stopping. And the goal scorer, Rachel Frusher, doing the sweeping. Makes it up this time, and it's drilled in. Just wide, will be a long corner. Like good goalkeeping in the end there by Elizabeth Dogood. Free hit goes the way of Wasps. Building up from the back. Good tackle though by Emma Reid. With Hannah Nalda. Good positive strong start to this third quarter from Vic Park. Wasps yet to venture forward. Here come Vic Park again. Played down the line by Kimberly Young. Will go the way of Wasps. It's with Young again. Gets the free hit. Self passes. Good opportunity here for Vic Park into the circle. Goalwards, it's blocked by Dogood. Be a long corner. Taken by Daniel Bestel. Frusher. Frusher drills it into the circle. Of course, didn't get a touch of anyone. So it'll be a 16 for Wasps. Sloppy from Wasps there. Goes over the side. Chance here for Vic Park. Anna Nalda. Just down the line. Reid tries to skip down the baseline. It's good defending. Will be a long corner. With Frusher. Switching play over to the right-hand side. Vic Park just continuing to probe away at Wasps here, looking for that second goal to give them a 2-goal cushion. And they've got the penalty corner. So another opportunity here to double the lead. It's been a strong start to the second half from Vic Park. The last penalty corner, they did go to Rennie Rockcliffe. See what they do this time. Again, it will be Reed to inject. Frusher just on the edge of the circle, along with Michelle Harvey. Go to Harvey. Frusher sweeps it just wide. Close again by the Vic Park skipper. As they continue to dominate this third quarter. Wasps need to find something from somewhere. Bit of inspiration to get back into this game. Could be a chance now to break down the right-hand side. Into the circle it goes. And in the end, good defending there by Abby Taylor to get it away. But that was better by Wasps. Just been struggling to keep possession. Vic Park come forward again. Good play though by Kyra Flynn in the heart of the field there. But the free hit goes the way of Vic Park. Is with Daniel Bestel out to the right-hand side. Plenty of Vic Park's attacks have been over on the far side. Free hit the way of Wasps. It's 16 for Vic Park. Play to Frusher. Again, they're looking to go down the right-hand side. Vic Park. Let's look at the next games coming up for Vic Park. They play Curtin University this coming Sunday. It's a 1:30 p.m. start. And it's the game against the Westside Wolves and then the Lions. But first of all, they've got to get the points here. Forced to go back, Vic Park with Frusher. Under a bit of pressure, but manages to square it. So Jamie Thomas keeping possession well, Vic Park. Got the 1-0 lead, don't need to do anything silly. Will be Abby Taylor to play it in. Back self passes, then goes down the line. Good opportunity here, Michelle Harvey to the baseline, into the circle. Excellent defending by Wasp and Sarah Paul. Real dangerous opportunity there. And Wasps dealt with it well. Danger's not over yet, though. Into the circle again at the baseline. It's cut back. Going to be a long corner. Vic Park will want the second goal for all domination of this third quarter. Could get it here. Opportunity. But again, Wasps managed to deal with it. They do get the free hit. But Vic Park continuing to carve out opportunities, and they're looking the most dangerous out of the two teams at the moment. Midway through this third quarter. With Slattery just dispossessed, and Wasps just can't get a foothold in the game at the moment. not getting the breaks. Can they get one here? Good play there by Kyra Flynn. Doesn't come to anything though, and Vic Park have it back. Chance now to break forward. It's with Harriet Collins. Again, excellent covering defending by Sarah Paul. She stepped in on a couple of occasions now to deal with danger. Now can Wasps create something? They're getting bodies forward. Stopped in their tracks, and Luff has to just come back out. Play switched over to the left-hand side. Vic Park continuing to dictate the play here. Pass out to the right-hand side just goes out. Just over 5 minutes of the third quarter remaining. Vic Park still lead by a goal to nil. Seems a long time ago since Rachel Frusher scored from the penalty corner in the first quarter. Could be a chance here, but Chinani can't get away, and as the free hit goes the way of Vic Park. Sarah Paul again at the back, mopping up the danger. Slattery. Can Wasps mount a break? It's hit long. It's for Chinani to chase. It's going to skip away from her though. 16 for Vic Park. Lead by a goal to nil. Still plenty of time for Wasps to get back into this. You will feel if Vic Park can get a second, it will kill the game off. And Vic Park are pressing for it. Good play though down the left-hand side by Ashbar Betty. One or two signs that Wasps are starting to get a bit more possession here. Here come Vic Park, looking to add to their lead. Could be an opportunity here. It is with Michelle Harvey. On to Reed into the circle, reverse stick, and it's found its way in at the far post. And Vic Park have got the second goal. It was Reed with the reverse stick. He may have got a touch on the way through. So I think taking the credit for that one. It was Christine Brady getting the final touch. And Vic Park have a 2-0 lead. It's going to be some fight back now for Wasps. So in this third quarter, it has been Vic Park who've been doing all the pushing, looking more likely to score again. So Christine Brady getting the final touch. It's just squeezed in at the far post. But it was great to play by Emma Reed and a good break by Vic Park. Wasps need to hit back quickly. 2.5 minutes is lifted into circle. That'll be a free hit for dangerous play. Frusher. Take it, lifts it out towards the right hand side. It's well cut out by Paris McGuckin. Because remember, we do have the men's Premier 1 coming up after this game. We've also got the Anzac Day ceremony straight after this game, when we'll honour the fallen. Just cut out there by Abby Taylor. So Vic Park comfortably lead this one by 2-0. Goals by Rachel Frusher and Christine Brady. And Wasps need to find something from somewhere quickly if they are to have any chance of getting back into this game. And they're not going to do it like that. This is over the side. Will be the skipper. In fact, it will be Abby Taylor, number 10, to come over. Sell passes, goes down the line. It's well kept in by Kimberly Young. Tries to turn to get to the baseline. Going to get the long corner. Taylor self-passes. Vic Park comebacks with Frusher on halfway. Turns and comes back to this left-hand side. Thomas comes in field. Out to the left. It's with Reed. 3 hits for maybe one last opportunity here. Oh, but she's going to be on her own. Luff doesn't have a great deal of support. Slattery's trying to get up and help her out. There's 5 seconds left to go of the third quarter. And that is the third quarter drawing to a conclusion. And Vic Park have edged further in front thanks to a goal from Christine Brady to add to Rachel Frusher's goal in the first quarter. So the latest score at 3-quarter time, it's Vic Park 2, Wasp 0. Welcome back to the Perth Hockey Stadium at Curtin University for the final quarter of this Women's Premier 1 encounter between Vic Park and Wasps. And Vic Park in full control of this one, thanks to goals from Rachel Frusher and Christine Brady. So Wasps have 15 minutes to somehow fight their way back into this game. Vic Park get it underway. Vic Park will just be looking to see this final quarter out, get their season off to a winning start. Of course, the first game of the season for both of these sides. But with Frusher, under pressure from Slattery, but as well Frusher. Drilled into the circle, but behind. But Wasps need some inspiration from somewhere. There's Luff. Cuts it out. Maybe an opportunity to get forward here towards Slattery. But again, Frusher does so well to come in and cut that out. But Wasps have it back. Down the left-hand side towards Luff. Does well to control it and gets it into the circle on the reverse stick. It's Slattery and just fresh air hit there under pressure. Bit of a let-off for Vic Park. Certainly would have got Wasps back into it. Great play it was by Luff down the left-hand side. He lost the footing but still managed to get it into the D. But Wasps have started this final quarter on the front foot, at least trying to get forward, but they're under a bit of pressure here. And our umpire just allowing advantage there. Got the free hit. Just on the edge. Just outside the circle. Being moved further back. So with Ellie Nalda trying to weave a way through. Good defending by Wasps. Good free hit there. Daniel Bestel weaving a way through before going to ground. Take it quickly. It is with Nalda. Can't get it into the D. And there's Nalda again. Play into the circle down the baseline. Will be a long corner. Play switched over to the right hand side. Here come Vic Park again. Into the circle. Plenty of Wasp bodies back. Could be a shooting opportunity here on the reverse stick. Over the bar and free hit, dangerous play. But Vic Park looking to make it 3 there. Which will certainly put this game to bed. Great deal of options there for Kyra Flynn. Will be Hannah Nalda. Makes a bit of a mess of that one. And Michelle Harvey's just got the free hit. It's Vic Park back in control of this game, leading by 2-0. Thomas, but Hannah Nalda can't quite keep it in, so Wasps need to get a move on. They are to get back into this game. With Emma Reid. Neither side keeping possession here, almost through to Luff there. Just couldn't control it. With 16 for Vic Park. Jamie Thomas to Frusher. Goes long. Could be an opportunity, but Michelle Harvey just couldn't control it. But as things stand, Vic Park edging towards a comfortable 2-0 victory here. Certainly taking their chances when they've come along. Over on the right-hand side. Pushing for a third. Pass over hits. As Wasps have 9 minutes to try and salvage something from this game. It's looking unlikely at this stage. Down the line, it's cut out by Taylor. Number 10. Surrounded by Wasps' bodies. There's Erin Flynn, the younger of the two sisters, bringing it away, but Vic Park have it back. Goes over the side. And Wasps just unable to string enough passes together to get into Vic Park territory. Here's Luff again. Will be played in by Erin Flynn. Self passes. It's good play by Bosico. Here's Slattery, skips inside. Well mopped up by Frusher. At the back will be a long corner, so this is better by Wasps. Just under 8 minutes remaining. Now will be a good time to pull one back if they can. Played forward to Luff, who turns well, makes her way to the baseline, into the circle, cut back. But again, Frusher's there to mop up the danger. Story of Wasps' afternoon, really. With Frusher, as Vic Park confidently played out from the back. After the free hit there, Wasps, when they get it, it is with Kyra Flynn. To the circle it goes. Things just not fall in the way of Wasps at the moment, as it's lifted long. Wasps do make an interchange with the with Keeley Heberton coming back on. It's Vic Park who are pushing forward. 6.5 minutes left to go. Vic Park lead by 2-0. And look on course to make up for the defeat they suffered in the Anzac Day fixture 12 months ago. Unless Wasps can do something. Good play here by Keely McCauley, skipping away down the left-hand side, plays it into the circle, could be an opportunity. And it's finished. It's a great finish as well by Kimberly Young. Credit there does have to go as well in the build-up. But it was a fine finish by Kimberly Young, keeping her composure in the circle to turn and stick it away. So that, you would now feel, is the end of the game as far as the contest is concerned, as Vic Park lead 3-0. And coming forward again. So I'd just like to thank our sponsors again, Fortescue, the new face in iron ore, Osdrill, Tiger Turf, Danks Furniture and Kookaburra. Thanks for making this live stream this afternoon possible. Good play again by Bestel. Remember, coming up after this game, we do have the Anzac Day ceremony for you. And here come Wasps. Chance to break. Anything now would be a consolation, but again, it's cut out. Played forward for Slattery to chase. We'll be able to keep it in though. It'll be 16 for Vic Park. You have to say, If they do see out this last 4 minutes, which they look likely to do, will deserve the victory. Been far more clinical in front of the goal, taking their chances when they've come along. Taking the lead through the skipper, Rachel Thrusher, in the first quarter from a penalty corner. Had to wait until the third quarter, though, before doubling their lead. Late in the third quarter as well through Christine Brady, and Kimberly Young moments ago got the third. Wasps have certainly given their all this afternoon. Things just haven't quite fallen for them. And when chances have fallen for them, they've been unable to take them. So Vic Park now looking to see out the last 3 minutes of this one. It's with Thrusher, who got scoring underway in that first quarter. So it looks like been a good start to the season for Vic Park. Thrusher brings that down well. Had an excellent game this afternoon. Here's Christine Brady, who got the third. Out to the left-hand side. To Kimberly Young, who got the third. Sorry, it was Christine Brady who got the second. Be 3 hits here. Towards the baseline. Pushing for number 4. Into the circle it goes. It'll be a long corner. So Vic Park continuing to apply the pressure. They want number 4. They're not done yet. With Jamie Thomas out to this left-hand side. To Hannah Nalda. Changing passes there. Hannah Nalda again. The circle deflects behind. Long corner again. Chance here maybe for Wasps to mount a charge to get a late consolation. That goes down the line. It's not going to find Slattery. Played in from the side by Hannah Nalda. Again, Vic Park attacking down the right. Taylor playing it forward. It's going to scoot straight through. Will be a long corner. And we're into almost the last minute of this game. It's with Emma Reid. Could be a chance for a 4th. It's going to be a long corner. Taken by Rennie Rockcliffe. Vic Park happy just to come back out. It's with Thrusher. Hits it forward. Could be one last attack and one last chance here. Into the circle looking for penalty corner, and they do get it. So it could be a chance here for Vic Park to finish the afternoon off in fine style by adding a 4th. Good play again. And it will be Emma Reid to come down to inject. And Thrusher on the edge of the circle, possibly looking to get her second of the afternoon. And that classes into a teammate there. She's going to be okay. I think it was Michelle Harvey who felt the full force of that one. So another chance here for Vic Park. And it's drilled in. It's a good block by the keeper. A scramble on the line. And it's going to be another penalty corner. There's Elizabeth Dogood doing her best there. It was Renee Rockcliffe who took it on herself. 15 seconds remaining here at the Perth Hockey Stadium. Frusher again, drills it in, it's just wide. Frusher just a fraction away from getting her second of the afternoon as the seconds tick away on this Women's Premier 1 encounter. And it's a successful afternoon for Vic Park, getting the season underway with an impressive 3-0 victory. It was captain Rachel Frusher who got proceedings underway with the first goal in the first quarter. Vic Park having to wait until the third quarter to double their lead as Christine Brady touched home at the far post. Then Kimberly Young wrapped up an impressive victory for Vic Park. Final score from the Perth Hockey Stadium in this Women's Premier 1 encounter. It finished Vic Park 3, Wasps 0.